Checks in the mail? Checks in the mail. We are looking at a big possible rebate scenario because of these tariffs. He's quite a tease. He went on to OAN and he suggested that, yeah, there could be some checks coming for everyday Americans, 1 to 2K, possibly. Let's listen to an excerpt from the interview here.
Your tariffs are going to be over $1 trillion a year, in my opinion. We're going to do something. We're looking at something where, number one, we're paying down debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy. But, you know, with growth, with the kind of growth we have now, the debt is very little, relatively speaking. You grow yourself out of that debt. It's not a question of paying it. You grow yourself out. And the numbers are so much bigger than they ever were. The numbers we have now are bigger than they ever were. So when you have $36 trillion in debt a year ago or 2 years ago, and you have a lot less revenue coming in, then you have 37 or 38. It's not 38 yet, but it will be. And the numbers are so much bigger. All of a sudden, 38, you're under-levered, whereas for 36, you were highly levered. We're not highly levered anymore. Now, with that being said, we'll pay back debt, but we also might make a distribution to the people, almost like a dividend to the people of America.
How much are you thinking for that, sir?
Well, we're thinking maybe $1,000 to $2,000. Be great.
Wow. So, Democrats, good luck. I mean, he's totally stolen your playbook. He's like actually merged two different things, right? Like he's merged conservatism. Well, I mean, you could say it's a form of populism, I guess, in a way, conservatism and liberalism, because here he is saying, I'm going to give money back to the people in the form of a dividend, thanks to all the money we're suddenly earning as a country, thanks to the fact that I finally put in some tariffs to try and equalize the trade scenario. I mean, wow. Like, it's like trying to take a capitalist approach, right, to make sure that more people are provided for. It's like actually sort of wild. It's like, AOC, get your head around that. Well, she can't get her head around anything, let's be honest. So this is going to be something that once again ingratiates him in terms of popularity. Whether or not it happens, like, look, I'd say at this particular moment, I'm not sure. I don't want to get your hopes up, but he's looking at it. And actually, in fairness, he's been looking at it for a while. He was asked about this back in April, I think, and he said to that reporter, ooh, good question, by the way, he just made some news there, because he would like to be able to give a rebate. Personal anecdote story, I remember once being at the White House, and he gave me a bowl, like just like some little trinket, you know, it's like that they give, you know, from the gift shop or something. It was worth very little, but, you know, he was like, I have to be careful about this because, you know, there's all these like tax rules and everything. But he's like, the thing is, it's your money. It's your money. It was like, you know, a $20 thing. And there are rules, like you can't accept anything over $50. It was not over $50. But he in doing this, like he said to me, he's like, it's your taxpayer money. Anyway, I think he has this sort of feeling like they're taxing and taxing and taxing. And he's very proud of the fact that he's paid very little taxes, right? Because he's like, I'm just smart. That's all. I'm just smart. I figured my way around this stuff. And he just doesn't fundamentally, in principle, like the idea of high taxation. Neither do I. I'm guessing if you're watching this show and you're not one of the trolls out there, you don't like it either, right? Because you feel like, hey, if I earned it, I ought to be able to keep it. And we ought to be able to find more clever ways. Maybe, I mean, heck, you know, the sales tax idea, there's other ways that we could do this. He would love nothing more than to abolish the income tax. You heard Joy Reid talking about that, about how crazy it was. I mean, who wouldn't love that, for goodness sakes? I'm all for abolishing the income tax. I mean, if you could run, but look, I come from a small place, right? In New Hampshire, live free or die in New Hampshire, where even Democrats do not believe in having a state income tax or even a state sales tax. I mean, they got no taxes there, and somehow they still survive. They managed to balance their budget every single year. It's part of their state constitution, and it's a good thing. Like, why can't we do that on a bigger scale? Anyway, as I said to you, I just keep saying to myself, like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Whether it's on the trans stuff or whether it's on this. We're going to just provide health care for all. And that's our answer to things? Well, you wonder why you get the latest Quinnipiac poll ratings showing such misery, I'll tell you.